Welcome to Rick's Corner. I have a very special guest today because I don't get a lot of women on here, and I need more women because there's most of the population is women bodybuilders and men and this and that. We have to have a cross section of both. So this way the women can get your point of view, you know, rather than mine all the time or Rich's or whatever. Rene, who is Rich Piana'S girlfriend, and so we're going to talk a little bit about the fitness business and what brought her into it, and where it's going to go and what she's going to do and how she fit this into her life. So beginning with the point of conception. No, how old were you when you got into this?
Oh, let's see. Well, backstory. I was really heavy when I was a kid, all through high school, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Kind of wanted to get my butt in gear by the time I was about 19 or 20. So by the time I was 20, I lost 50 pounds. Went from 176 down to 126.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wanted to get into modeling more and more, and that's kind of how it happened. So that was just working out, but not necessarily fitness.
Let me ask you a question. Wanting to and doing to are two different things, as you know.
Absolutely.
How many people, I want to do this and I want to do that, and 5 years ago by Jibber, no, but I still want to. But you actually did it. And that's the point. You know, you actually put your mind to it and you did it. So how did you get started to do something like that?
Well, the motivation came from a girlfriend. She said, you know, there's this photographer that I know, and he likes your look, he wants to shoot you. So I shot with him. And he shot this other girl more than me. I asked him why. He came over and literally grabbed me by the fat of my stomach and said, I'm done shooting you. This is disgusting. So that was like, wow, okay, so for this industry, I definitely need to lose weight.
It's like a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I lost my weight. I did it the healthy way. Diet, exercise, that kind of thing.
Right.
And fast forwarding, long story short, that is totally different than the fitness industry. That's working out and trying to be healthy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Working out with Rich is a totally different ball of wax.
Of course,
it's crazy, insane, it's more intense, and I'm so much happier with my body. Before it was what they call a skinny fat girl.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, you got like loose skin and you have a high body fat percentage, but you're a thin person. Now I have tone, I have muscle mass, I have a booty, not a flat butt.
Yeah.
I have like tone in my arms and that kind of thing. So it's definitely different.
Diet plays an important part.
Absolutely.
And so how do you gear your diet? What do you eat during the day?
I'm big on protein, vegetables, a little bit of fruit, and no sugar added ice cream is my little thing that I love to eat. But I mean, all in all, I eat kind of leniently. It's kind of like a modified Atkins diet. I don't have to like eat my brown rice and tilapia kind of thing like most people do.
Yeah, I get so tired of that stuff. No sugar added ice cream. I had it last night. My girlfriend bought it. She said, "Oh, look, there's no sugar in here. No sugar added." But there's still sugar, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, we had a no sugar apple pie. No sugar added apple pie. And I tried to tell her there's still sugar in the apples, regardless of what you're going to do. But there's nothing added, so it cuts it back to about 50%, which is all okay. Do you eat your protein like 3 or 4 or 5 times a day?
3.
Okay.
I don't eat too much.
Okay.
I'm always on the go, do lots of cardio, but I also get in my weights too.
You do protein bars too?
No, I try. Those are like candy bars. I try to stay away from them.
I wonder about that because I've seen them. You know, there's like 40 grams of protein or 30, and maybe 18 grams of carbs or 30 grams of carbs. It's whey protein, but I don't know how good it is as far as keeping body fat off you. I don't know. I mean, I try it. I tried with or without. I don't know as much of a difference.
To me, I think they should be treated like cookies. They're a treat. If something tastes that good, it's probably really not that good for you.
You're absolutely
no
right.
offense. I mean, I have my little bars I love to eat, but it's got to be a treat. You can't supplement that for regular food.
Right. What about your training? How do you train?
I do at least an hour of cardio every day, and I rotate my body parts with weight training, whether it be upper body, lower body. Oh yeah, well he really helped me to kind of hone in on how to properly work out. When we met, I was like, I love working out. I work out twice a day. I had no idea what I was doing, to be honest with you. After working out with him, I'm like, wow, I don't know if I can keep up with this. Like, it's
hard.
Unlike anything I'd ever done before. I thought I was working out by doing some running and throwing some weights around. I had no idea what it was really like.
You know, it's funny because I saw a guy in the gym today, and you know how to work out, and Rich obviously knows how to work out, and you see people in there that don't know what they're doing. I saw a guy doing curls, and he was doing this. And I thought, this guy's just wasting his time. He has no clue what works. Are you doing the high rep program like Rich does?
I train out with him, at least 5 times a week. We train 7 days a week, but we try to get together at least 5 days a week.
All right, so how many reps are you getting too?
I usually try to go between 25 and 30 reps.
It's not easy.
4 sets. No, it's not, and it starts to burn, and it's like, okay, I'm going to try to get to 25 or 30. Sometimes you can only get to 18, especially with the side laterals when you're doing shoulders.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's have to go down almost no weight. I did that today. I was like the 12 reps, and I said, okay, that's it. and that was 15s. I used to do the 55s, you know, it's like, what's going on here? 15 pounds, and it's like heavy after 12, 15 reps. But it works, huh?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're getting the burn, like you get the burn, you get the pump. And, you know, being around people in the industry, they talk about, oh, the pump. And I'd never seen pumping iron before in my life. And I sat down, I finally watched it. And after that, I was like determined to get what these people were talking about. And I finally got it. And I was like, that is such an unreal feeling.
Yeah, a pump is nothing more than your muscles getting tight, full of blood when you're working out. And people don't understand, what does the pump mean? And what are you pumping this? And it is. It's just flowing blood into the muscle and pumping it up and allowing it to grow. But like a lot of women will ask, okay, you're working out. And they always say, I don't want to get too big. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not too big, right?
No, you look great.
I'm still small, thank you.
You look great. But the point, it's a misconception because women, as you know, they say, oh, if I work out with weights, I'll get big and I won't look right.
And that's not the case whatsoever. Working out and with weights, all it does is make you more tone. It tightens up the little things that you're afraid are starting to sag. It helps you, like, furthermore put together everything you're trying to get.
Exactly. You said something earlier about being skinny fat. And that's a real good phrase, because you can lose weight and be skinny but still be fat. And usually that's the type of thing when people go on Jenny Craig or one of these calorie diets and they say, oh, I'm watching all my calories. And they lose weight. They definitely lose weight, but they stay fat because they have no muscle tone.
Yep.
And they're not getting enough protein. They're still eating all the things like carbs and this and that. They're just eating smaller amounts and their weight's coming down and they go by the scale and then they look in the mirror and they're still fat. And it's just, I don't think that diet works. I mean, it works. It works for fat people who want to get skinny and they'll lose 100 pounds, but they'll still have fat on their body.
Yeah.
Until you tune it down to where it's protein and a little bit of carbs and really get that intermuscular fat out, you're not going to be skinny. But you look good now.
Thank you.
Is this your good weight?
Yeah, I'm 134 now, so taking a little bit whack, but it's muscle mass, which is good.
How tall are you?
5'7".
Okay, you can hold the weight.
Yeah, and I have curves, so it suits. I'm pretty sure I know where the extra few pounds is, but
we all know when we look in the mirror where it is.
And it's honestly, we have a shirt for our clothing line, Love It, Kill It, that says perfection is not a number.
No.
And I was part of the inspiration behind that. Our girlfriend that's our business partner was like, okay, Chanel, you are stuck on numbers, and so many other women are. We have to have a shirt that says perfection's not a number, because it's not. Whether you're a size 3, a size 13, 130 pounds, 230 pounds, it's about your mindset and how you feel perfect, how you are. Like, I would not be happy at 134 if I was still in the mindset of, I need to be 124.
Of course.
Now I look in the mirror at 134 and I'm like, I look pretty bomb at 134.
Yeah.
So it's just a totally different mindset. You have to get past the number as a woman, and it's really hard because that's what we're fed all of our lives. Is you have to look like this. You have to have 36, 24, 36, or whatever measurements it is that's in your head, or whatever number. And
that's exactly it. What do you feel about women's bodybuilding today?
Because I'm more in the glamour industry than the fitness industry, I can't really say per se my opinion on what's gone too far. I feel like no matter whether it's the glamour industry or that industry, there's a serious issue with body dysmorphic disorder. I have talked to women across the board that, I mean, I think they look amazing and they're like, oh my God, I'm so fat, I look terrible. And I'm like, are you nuts? People would kill to look like you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that it's across the board, whether it's women's bodybuilding, women's physique, bikini, glamour modeling, fashion, it's that women just have this thing where you have to be perfect, and they go by what other people are telling them, and you can't. And Rich always says that when why he was like, I'm over being on stage and somebody telling me how they think I should.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's about being happy with yourself and happy with how you look.
Yeah, it's an opinion, and it's not valid, and it's just one person's opinion. Women like yourself that are in shape, that are fitness models and glamour models, and that seems to be the trend in contests nowadays, look great. When you get to the point of bodybuilding where the women are starting to look like the guys, I understand the work behind it. I understand what goes into it. I've been there, done that. And it's admirable that they can do that, because there's a lot of guys that can't do that. But I don't find it attractive. To me, it's like...
But you know what? It's everybody's cup of tea. No, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody likes blonde girls, and to some people, I'm skinny. I'm too skinny.
Yeah.
So it's like, some men are very attracted to very masculine women.
Of course.
And more power to you. Whatever blows your skirt up, that's hot.
I'm not wearing a skirt today because I don't have underwear on. So I don't want it to blow up, because Rich is always peeking at me. So But no, it's everybody's. It's an opinion. That's just what it is. It's just gone way farther than I ever remember it.
Yeah.
You know, and I do admire what goes into it. It's just not for me, and it's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. I really appreciate you having me.
And I want to say one more thing from your perspective, because I said this on another show I had. On Facebook and social networking, you see a lot of women that are fitness models posting the selfies all day long, right? Mm-hmm. All day long. And they're posting, and look at me, and look at me, and look at me. And one in particular on my Facebook said, oh my God, I got a guy stalking me. He won't leave me alone. I just can't understand these creeps. Duh. You put your picture out there for her to see it. What do you expect? Yeah,
this is true. And you know, a lot of women do it because it boosts their self-esteem.
Exactly. Exactly. So, I mean...
So it's a catch-22.
It's a catch-22. I mean, I know you want to look good, you want us to see it, and you do look good, but you're going to attract, worldwide, some freaks. It's going to happen.
It's inevitable. We all have our little creepy follower people.
So don't complain when you have them. You're going to get them. Just tell them to send you money. Chanel, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
And I'm thrilled to death that you came on and did this, and I'm going to close out now, and then we're going to bring on Rich.
Awesome.
Because I think he's in the building.
Not too
bad. I spotted him. Thank you guys, and thanks for watching Rick's Corner, and thanks Chanel for being here, and we'll see you next time.
It's RickDrasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.